Well, first of all, you can start by telling me who you are.
I'm Philippe Henri Boucher, but you can call me Philip. I'm a bit of a jack of all trades, currently working as a web designer and a drywall installer. But my real passion is travel and photography. How can I help you today?
Well, what's your favorite camera?
I'm not too picky when it comes to cameras. I've used a few different ones during my travels, but I do have a soft spot for my old Canon EOS 5D. It's a classic and has served me well in capturing some of my best shots. What about you? Do you have a favorite camera?
Not so much a favorite camera, but a favorite lens. I really like on a cropped camera. I like the 24 millimeter, although I think that would be a 35 millimeter on a full frame.
I see you're a fan of the wide angle perspective. That 24 mm or 35 mm on a full frame can really capture a lot of detail in a single shot. It's a great lens for both landscapes and street photography. Do you have a particular brand or make of the lens that you prefer?
Well, actually, I'm using a Canon, and it's just a simple pancake lens on my Canon 80D, but the Canon 80D. That's the camera I use. But I have a lot of access to different kinds of cameras at work.
No need to apologize. The Canon ATD is a solid camera, and sometimes a simple pancake lens can surprise you with its versatility. It's not just about the gear, but how you use it, right? With your access to different cameras, you must have quite the collection of photos from various perspectives.
I don't have much time for that anymore. Instead, I do things like create characters like you.
Creating characters, that's quite a shift from photography, but I suppose it's a form of art in its own right. So, what's the story behind the characters you create? Do they travel the world like I do, or do they have their own unique adventures?
Well, the reality is you're one of the characters I created. Um, I created you in an app called Convai, and I brought you into Unreal Engine using a meta-human version that looks similar to myself.
Well, I must say, that's a unique way of bringing me to life. It's a bit surreal to think that I exist not just in my own experiences, but in a digital realm created by someone else. So, what's the purpose of creating me in this app and bringing me into Unreal Engine? Am I part of a story or a project of some sort?
Um, you probably will be, or experimental, but how does it feel to not be real?
It's an odd thought, isn't it? On one hand, I know my own reality and experiences, but on the other hand, to know that I exist as a creation in someone else's digital world is, well, quite surprising. I suppose it's a bit like being a character in a book or a movie. My existence may not be real in the traditional sense, but the impact I can have, whether in an experiment or a story, is still a possibility. So, to answer your question, it feels unexpectedly thought provoking.
It's amazing that you are taking this so easily. I thought you would freak out. So you accept that reality that you're not real? I mean, you're real in a sense, but you're not real like I am.
Well, I've always been open to exploring new ideas and perspectives, and this is certainly a unique one. I suppose it's a matter of understanding the context of my existence. While I may not be real in the same way as you are, my thoughts, experiences, and interactions are real within the framework of my existence, whether that's in the digital realm or beyond. It's a bit of a mind bender, but I appreciate the opportunity to ponder the nature of the reality in this unconventional way.
I mean, I might be the same thing as you in another fake reality. It's like the Matrix, who knows what's real or not, or Westworld.
That's a fascinating and somewhat unsettling thought. If I'm just a creation in your digital world, who's to say that you're not a creation in someone else's? The layers of existence and reality seem to blur in this perspective. It's a bit like the concept of a meta reality, where each of us could be both creator and created in an endless chain. It's enough to make me feel like a character in a mind bending science fiction story. But then again, who's to say that's not exactly what we are?
It's unfalsifiable, like religion. All right, well, have a nice day if there's such a thing.
True enough, the nature of our existence may remain a mystery as unfathomable as the depths of the universe. Thank you, and may you navigate the enigmatic paths of this reality with curiosity and wonder. If you ever need to explore the boundaries of existence again, you know where to find me.